From stages around the world to the heart of the underground, this is where the stories behind the music are told. Crank Interviews.
G'day everyone, my name's Brett and I'm stoked to be here repping Jai, that Aussie metal guy, and Crank. Today I have the ultimate pleasure of speaking to Lorde Heathen from the new supergroup from Canada, Gravemass. How you going, mate? And just ironically, it's Friday the 13th here, so it just fits in perfectly.
Oh yeah, it's the perfect day to have an album release show.
Absolutely, for sure. The new album, This Is the Way. It's very raw, it's very dark and heavy as fuck. Kind of like a shotgun blast to the face. How did you go about the writing process?
Well, that's an interesting story. Myself and the guitar player Mine Hate, we're
Yes.
involved in another extreme metal project here in Vancouver, and as things often when you're in a band, sometimes personal politics can make it difficult. And that particular project sort of exploded quite dramatically, and it fueled a lot of rage and a lot of anger. And I think it inspired Mine Hate to just sit down and write 11 songs worth of guitar. And he was in the rehearsal space, shredding out these riffs. And I walked by and I was like, "Whoa, what the hell is that you're playing?" And, and he's like, "This is something new I'm working on." And it was instantly count me in.
Yep.
You know, it was it's sort of a fusion of second wave Nordic black metal and early traditional death metal.
I had a good listen to it the other day.
And there go the boys.
I had a good listen to it the other day.
Oh, I can't hear you. Hold on.
Okay, mate. I was just saying
Okay.
I had a good listen to it the other day, and I loved it. I'll be doing a review on it a little bit later.
Yeah.
Um, how did the other members of the band come to form Gravemass?
Well, myself and Mine Hate, we did some demos,
Hmm.
and then we said, "Well, who the hell is going to play on this?" You know. Originally, we did it to a drum machine, and if you let a guitar player write drums on a drum machine, it tends to be something that's almost humanly impossible. So our first hurdle was finding a drummer that could run and blast at the BPMs that we're playing at.
Yeah.
And one guy came to mind, and as soon as we let him listen to the demos, he was like, "I'm in. Let's do it."
Destroyer of Souls.
That's right.
That's him. He's
You
he's
might know
played.
that. You might know that guy from Revocation and
Yep.
3 Inches of Blood.
Yep. Yep. That's pretty awesome to have someone of that caliber also sitting in on the project.
Yeah. And then uh, d- Murder of Colonizers and Bowels of Hell. Like, we're talking about guys like East Vancouver and Vancouver metal scene is really inbred. We all know each other. We all know the projects that we're fucking around with.
Yep.
And the word gets out quick. And we found the other two members of the squad like within a week after drums were filled.
I see. So it's been out for a week now, the album. How's the response been so far?
Uh, Incredible, actually. People seem to dig what we're doing.
Excellent. It's been wild. Like I say, I've listened to it once or twice, and it's been yeah, a lot of fun for me to listen to. I'm looking forward to listening to it again, so I can do a good review on it a bit later. Do you have any favorite tracks from the album yourself?
Uh, I really like Abandon and Poison Temple.
I've got both of
They're,
those on my top three favorites from the album, actually. Yeah, and Slaves to Pain was my other one.
yeah, that was one of the first ones we wrote.
Oh, sweet. How did you all come up with your names, and what's the story behind that?
Well, I mean, the nature of the record is a little bit occult oriented, and let's just say the best place to have a black mass would be the graveyard.
Well, there you go. That's an interesting story. Which graveyard are we talking about?
Ross Bay Cemetery in Victoria.
Ah, nice. That must have been an interesting night, sitting down and coming up with all your names in a graveyard and grave mass. I mean, how awesome's that? Like, amazing. Um, I was going to ask if you would mind if I came up with my own sort of moniker, my own name, for the just for the purposes of the interview. Would that be
Of
cool?
course,
Excellent.
of course.
Fucking legend was what I was going to go with. So if you, if you don't mind, that's all right.
So that's your grave mass name, fucking
Fucking
legend.
legend. Love it. Love it. How long does it take to like apply all the face paint, and how long before a set would you generally take the time to do that?
We're getting in the war paint like 20 minutes before we got to play.
Oh, right. So it's not that long then.
Nope.
Wow. Oh, cool. Tell us about like what your next step is going to be. I hear along the grapevine you're already writing some riffs for the second album.
Oh, we already have 3 tracks ready for album 2.
Wow. Wow, that came out pretty quick. That's anger.
And oh, it's fuel, my brother.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of fuel, I mean, you're not going to have much fucking fuel from now on, from the sound of things. Um, what's the Vancouver metal scene like?
Well, it's diverse,
Yeah.
and it's really healthy.
Yeah.
There's something about Vancouver. They say it's a beautiful city, but it only looks that way. It has a dark side,
Yeah.
and the injustices in the human condition are always there, inspiring. So, I mean, if it wasn't for music, I'd be dead in jail. This is a positive way to get that frustration out, and I think that follows suit with all the bands in Vancouver. We got lots to say, and this is a positive way to do it.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like it too. I mean, you guys have played in different projects together, obviously, throughout your life there in Vancouver. Um,
Yeah,
yourself, you've played in, I think it's what is it, Zimmer's Hole with Destroyer of
Zimmer
Soul.
Salt.
Yep, and
No, uh, yeah, Destroyer of Souls is also involved with Zimmer Soul. That's
yep,
an ongoing project that's been going on for quite a few years.
yep.
Uh, and then I also had a power metal project called West of Hell with the core members being from New Zealand.
Oh wow, West of Hell. How did you come up
Yeah.
with that? I've never heard of
Oh,
that.
they came up with the name. It's West Auckland.
Oh, okay. Will Grave Mass be a full-time
But
gig for you? Sorry,
the
go ahead.
Canadian government's a real piece of work, and they
You're not
deported
wrong.
that band.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking hell.
I guess a working musician is not grounds for status in Canada.
Oh. How shit's that? I don't get that. Will Grave Mass be a full-time gig for you now, or are you just is this going to be a just specifically a supergroup type thing, just like a
Oh
couple
no,
albums?
we're taking this the full length,
Awesome.
and it's pretty much a focus for all of us at the moment. and we have our sights set on the European festival circuit and crossing every pond we can.
Which bands would you like to share the stage with?
Oh, the list is huge. It's huge.
Of course.
I think I would do some direct support for just about anybody that's not, a pussy. I mean, it's got to be brutal. It's got to be intense. It has to fit. But I want to do some headlining dates as well.
Yep.
And step onto the festival. I mean, I'd love to open for Behemoth. Abat, even a Monomarth. I mean, there's some big names that bring in the people that would be an honor to share the stage with.
Yeah. Yeah. Sound like some perfect choices there too. Are you familiar with any Aussie bands?
Yeah, I've always been a fan of Blood Duster.
Ah, there you go. They'll be happy to hear that too. They'll be
And
stoked.
Infinite Annihilator.
Yes. And fucking great bands too. Fucking fantastic. So
Yeah.
fast and brutal. The world is going to hell in a handbasket right now. Do you believe that we are in fact seeing the beginning of the end of times, and that Satan himself is opening the door to hell wide open and saying, "Come on in. It's a little warm, but you'll get used to it."
Let's say I don't put a lot of faith in the Christian narrative.
Yeah.
I might have a different view on all that.
Yeah. Please explain. I would love to hear it.
Pardon me?
I would love to hear your view on all that.
Well, I think I'm going to have to give you the Reader's Digest version because that would take quite a long time and a few pints to really get into.
Yeah.
But from my perspective, we live in an upside down world.
Yeah.
And the Christian God is the warden of our flesh prison.
I'm pretty much with you, to be honest. I also think we live in an upside down world. Everything's topsy-turvy. I've said it to friends and family for many years now that things have just gone absolutely fucking tits up.
I mean, there's really old texts, that tell things a different way than the faith of appropriation tends to put it. And yeah, what was it? What was that quote? That true darkness and evil will wear the face of Christ.
Yep. Yep. And you're going to see the Antichrist soon. That's all meant to be happening. It's kind of the end of times. It's
Well,
not looking
it
great.
depends on how you see it. Yeah, he might be our savior.
It could well be. It could well be, indeed. How do you think things are going around the world at the moment? How do you think that will affect touring in the future, especially coming down to places like Australia and New Zealand, like you've already mentioned?
Well, that's a big wild card. The fact that we've got a war going that could spiral into something much more significant might put a damper on the travel, on the tourism. I believe it's become very difficult, cost prohibitive to tour in the United States. Also now, I know a lot of European bands are taking a pass just because of their political climate at the moment.
Yeah.
I can only hope for the best, that the borders stay open and we can get on a plane and play some music.
Yeah. Logistically, it just seems very difficult at the moment. Prices going up, fuel prices going up, all that sort of shit. It must be a nightmare for guys like yourselves who just
Got
want
to make it happen. Got to make it happen, right?
Yeah, for sure. If you were to make a playlist right now, which bands or songs would you have on there?
On my I'm liking Hell Butcher right now.
Yep.
That new release is pretty damn cool. I'm enjoying the new Celtic Frost. Pretty fucking cool. I'm listening to the new Revocation.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Uh,
Love that.
I think that's sort of what's on my radar as far as new bands.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of a lot of classic metal and a lot of classic black metal and death metal.
Yeah. Which bands?
Oh, the list is massive, my friend.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but yeah, there's a
Hey,
huge.
Emperor, Dark Throne, Old Immortal, some of my favorites.
Yep.
I love the old uh, true power metal. Ronnie James Dio, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest.
Yep.
The Black Sabbath is a staple. Morbid Angel, Slayer. I
Yep.
like Watain quite a bit. Um, I mean, we could talk about that for 20 minutes.
Yeah, you could. I was going to say, the Canadian metal scene has always been amazingly vibrant. Between you and I, Jeff Waters of Annihilator is my favorite guitarist, sort of slash songwriter. Is there anyone
Oh
from the
yeah.
Canadian metal scene that you particularly admire?
Well, I mean, a lot, a lot of Canadian metal. I would say that I admire. Um, shit, but I can't really pinpoint anybody.
Yep.
We sort of have solidarity with other Canadian acts.
Yeah. It's a
I
good
feel
way to
like
be.
we support each other.
Good way to be, man, for sure. Um, Letterkenny and Shawsey are two of the best TV shows ever. They set the tone for TV in Canada. Who do you think is setting the tone for for the Canadian metal scene, mate?
Gravemass.
Absolutely. That's what I wanted. Exactly the answer. Um, who, in your underworldly opinion, in this world, should be the first to fall into the pits of hell?
Ooh. Anyone who would bring any harm to children.
Perfect answer. Yeah, cannot agree more. Absolutely. If you were to,
It irks me. Okay, that
yep,
we tend to label this sort of pedophilia and child abuse as satanic because nothing could be further from the truth. The followers of Lucifer. I mean, maybe a consenting orgy and some heavy metal, but I think it seems to be those that would virtue signal their righteousness tend to be the true devils behind that kind of behavior.
good answer. Um, if you were to be able to shove them into the void yourself, what would your last words be to that person? Would it be something like an Arnold Schwarzenegger where you say, "Hasta la vista, baby," or "Welcome to the party, pal," like Bruce Willis, or would it be like, "Fuck you, cunt"?
You reap what you have sown.
That's even better than what I fucking came up with. That's awesome. What's something everyone should know about Lord Heathen, Mayan hate, murderer of colonizers, bowels of hell, and destroyer of souls?
Well, we don't fuck around. Uh, Everyone is coming at this from a place of honesty. This is what we're about.
Yep.
And we are extremely passionate about heavy metal, our message, and our cause.
Um,
And it's like this. I mean, if you know anything about my past musical projects, Uh, they've they've had underlying dark tones, but I've delivered it with satire, with comedy. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
this band's not like that. This band is a blunt instrument.
Yeah.
We're not making any jokes. There's no satire. It's a sledgehammer of truth to your face.
It's a blunt force trauma.
Correct.
Excellent. And I guess that's one thing you'd love for everyone to know about, like Gravemass, like, as a whole as well. That you are a blunt force instrument, uh, ready to be fucking pounded, coming to get you.
That's right.
Yep. Um,
Nailed it.
yeah. What do you want the legacy for Gravemass to be?
Well, maybe perhaps inspire the next generation of intense, brutal metal.
And see a lot of those coming through at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there's always some young shredder that you see cutting his teeth and he's bashing through it, and it's like, holy fuck, that kid's gonna do something someday.
Yeah. It's good to
They're
see
out there,
too.
my friend.
Yeah, it's good to see. You get out to some live gigs and you get a few of the opening bands. Like I went to a Legion last week here in Adelaide, and there were two opening bands, Ecosa and Ecdysis, sorry. Um,
Yeah.
and they were fucking phenomenal. Like they really just cut the stage up. It's good to see.
Well, tomorrow night, for instance, our album release show, we're playing with three bands.
Yep.
Plague Doctor, which is a relatively brand new band.
Hmm.
A band called Mulgrave. They've been around for a while. They're sort of like Vancouver's Obituary. And then a band called Terrifier, and they've done festival circuit in Europe a few times, I do believe, and they're like this really intense sort of death metal with a sprinkling of power metal, a lot of holding the roots, but it's an exceptionally good time.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds
For
awesome.
instance,
Oh. Yep. For instance.
well, that's what I mean. Three
Oh,
upcoming
sorry.
bands
Sorry,
in
I got
Vancouver,
you.
all
No,
local.
no. Listen, that's probably around all I've got written down for you. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell Australia about grave mass?
Well, we are sort of grounded in old school ethics and the way we do things. My mom also a cinematographer. I produce and direct our videos. And as far as art, music, and cinematography goes, I'm very much against AI. And I know it's a shortcut. If you're a young musician, you can't afford, to shoot a professional video. Fucking do it on your iPhone. Don't get the AI to fucking do it, because all that shit does is copy what's already been done.
I agree.
And I think that avoid that shit like the plague.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it
I had a,
yourself.
I had a chat with Dan Goldsworthy, the artist, about a few months ago, talking about AI in art, and because he does a lot of art, like covers and stuff like that. So, um, he was quite against it. Obviously he's a great artist himself. I've got one of his pictures up on the wall back there. Um, yeah, AI has seemed to come in and it's just taken over everything. It's just it's one of those things that it kind of seems a little bit off, you know.
Yeah. There's something fucked about it.
Yeah, someone's designed it, someone's programmed it, and it's just fucking it's not good, in my opinion.
It's almost like, if you start to lean on that shit, you lose your own creativity somehow.
Yeah, yeah, spot on. Yeah, couldn't agree more, mate.
Well,
Could not agree
well,
more.
my friend, I've got to go to dinner
Not a
before we do a
problem.
dress rehearsal here.
thank you so much for hanging out with us, mate. I hope to get to chat with you again soon. Best of luck with the with the album. I hope, and I hope we get to see you in Australia someday.
Well, hopefully we'll come down under and rip it up, and
That'd
we'll
be
have a pint.
fucking. I would love it. Absolutely love it. I can't wait until then. All right, mate. Enjoy your dinner and have a great gig.
All right.
Thank you so
To my
much for
great
joining
mass
us, man.
family.
Cheers, bud.
Hail, great mass family.
Perfect. Thank you so much, man.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.